As we told you Monday, veteran KXAN reporter Jim Swift is counting down the days to his retirement.
So our Summer of Swift series continues this evening with another installment of Farewell from the Porch. Let's go back now to Edit Bay 3 in our newsroom for another look at a 2001 story bearing a decidedly contemporary message.
Thanks, guys. The turmoil, and some say dysfunction, at the Texas legislature these days can be tough to stomach. Last week's meltdown in the state Senate in particular was very painful for people who loved that institution. But if history is to guide us, a 2001 On the Porch story offers some hope for healing. Betty King gets to work so early, the only person on the Senate floor is sweeping it. So early,
You see this, it's a mess this time of year.
that she has to turn the lights on in the office.
We'll come back and talk.
So early that the coffee isn't even ready yet.
You are going to miss coming to work, aren't you?
Getting up in the morning? No.
Not only early, but long. Betty King has been reporting to work at the state capitol for 53 years. More than half of that time as Secretary of the State Senate.
Senator, that's a damn lie. I can remember occasions when you voted. I'm not being insulted about food.
In those 53 years, Betty King has seen some fireworks at the Capitol, but perhaps none so colorful as in the spring of 1979.
I specifically remember and I wanted to ask you about it, the killer bee thing. You remember that?
I remember that very badly because that was my first session here.
Will they ever return? No, they'll never return. And their hideout won't be learned.
Yeah, I want DPS here. We put a call in the Senate, and I need them up here right away.
It was during that session, in a squabble with the lieutenant governor, that a group of senators hid out for days, bringing the work of the Senate to a halt.
These people have broken the most sacred oath they have ever taken. How would you propose to negotiate with people like that?
It was a very difficult time.
A lot of frustration.
A lot of frustration.
A lot of anger.
A lot of anger.
They may lose forever. All the cops in Texas, the killer bees may never return.
In the end, the killer bees did return, and Betty King's love affair with the Senate kicked into high gear.
The Senate has a way of healing itself. They came back and it became a joke, and you know it was handled very well.
You're not going to miss it.
Oh, sure. I'll miss the friends, you know. So, but other than that, no.
And be it further resolved that in recognition of her peerless service to the Texas Senate, the Lieutenant Governor's Committee Room be renamed the Betty King Committee Room as a...
Betty King steps down at the end of the month. Out on the porch, Jim Swift, KXAN News. Interestingly, as another special session got underway at the Capitol this week, the new Secretary of the Senate offered a public prayer for peace in the chamber. Now, let's go back to the studio.
Thank you, Jim. A reminder that Summer of Swift, A Farewell from the Porch, airs Mondays at 10 p.m. and Wednesdays and Fridays at 6 o'clock, right here on KXAN.